Happy Friday, happy Freya's Day, and the day before Beltane, and May Day, and the new moon, and an eclipse. Quite the weekend we have right here and now. I thought I'd just touch base and do a visualization for Beltane. So, get yourself comfortable. And if you don't know what Beltane is, the quick version is that it is a very old festival for the calling in of spring, for the celebration of the sun and fertility and all the glorious things that spring brings with it. It is custom to build a fire on Beltane and for fires to light the hillside so you can see them all across the landscape as we celebrate the sun and the spring and the glorious fertility of the earth. It's also a fine day to dance around a maypole, right? Again, what is a maypole? Well, it's a symbol of fertility. So anything that in your life you have an abundance of, there is something there for you to be grateful for. So whatever that may be, friends, health, money, coffee beans, food in your fridge, books, whatever it is that you feel you have an abundance of, go ahead and give yourself a moment to feel grateful for that stuff and to welcome with spring the arrival of that which is new birth, rebirth, the grass pushing up through the ground, flowers, the first fruits, and of course the intoxication of springtime, how it makes the sap rise in our bodies as well as the sap in the trees. So how we find ourselves staring into space and longing for love and cuddling and dreaming of days when we had the luxury of spending all day in bed with our beloved. So all of those things, it's all the celebrations for this time of year. And with those thoughts, let's do a little visualization. All right. Bring your attention to your breath. And as you breathe, let your breath relax, becoming slower and deeper. Notice the sensations of your breath. As you breathe in the whole world and breathe yourself out into the world with every exhale. Relax. Feel the way your body rises up on the inhale and drifts down on the exhale. Find that place, that little still point where breathing in, your breath pauses, and then we drift down and down gently. And breathing out, we find the still point again. Make any adjustments you need to make to be perfectly comfortable and at ease. And if your eyes are not already closed, close them now. Float on the sensation of your breath, rising up to the still point and drifting down to the still point. Allowing your body to soften and let go a little more with every exhale. Relax your jaw. Let your shoulders drop away from your ears. Soften your belly. Rising up and drifting down, floating on your breath. As you relax, your mind becomes still. And in that space between thoughts, images begin to rise. And you find yourself walking along the edge of a little stream. You can hear its music as it flows and ripples across rocks. It meanders across the clearing and winds down and around through the trees. And you follow it, just walking along the bank, noticing the sparkle sunlight on the water, the dragonfly hovering over, the frog on the other side. Keep breathing slow and deep. Notice all the aromas, the wet earth, the flowing water, the budding flowers, the greening trees. And a breeze kicks up, and you can hear the whisper of leaves that are just unfurling. As you walk along the bank, you wonder where this stream might go. Does it enter a larger stream, find a river, empty into a lake? Or does it go on and on until it finds an ocean? And as you wander among the trees, you find a large flat stone in the sun, and you have a seat, feeling the warmth of that stone rising in your body, warming you. And you think of the sun, the longer days, the flowers turning to face the sun. How good you feel as the weather warms. All the new sensations in your body that are waking up after the long winter. The intoxicating aroma of the air, of grass and blossoms and earth. And you notice that it is late in the day and the shadows are long. And you can look out through the trees and see hills in the distance, little copses of trees here and there, open space, a grove of oaks. You can see the little umbrellas of chestnut trees opening for the spring, and blossoms, pink and white, on all kinds of trees. You can see the bright spring green and yellow of a willow tree, its branches graceful in the breeze. And you think of that stream, about your life as a stream, being in the flow, letting life take you wherever it is you're destined to go next. Floating in that stream, trusting the process, the flow of life, the energies around you, listening and flowing and enjoying every moment that you can. And you notice now as you look up that there are bonfires being built on the hills. You can see little columns of smoke rising, fires blazing as the sun drops towards the horizon. And you get up from your seat and stretch, plucking a leaf off the ground, holding that leaf to your heart for a moment, thinking of your desires, your wishes, what you would like to plant and grow this spring. You think of all that you are grateful for, the abundance in your life. And bending down, you release that leaf into the stream and watch it go, floating away like a little boat, twirling and dancing, being carried to exactly where it needs to be next. And you hear a sound now, a low rhythmic drumming. And you step away from the bank of the stream and follow that sound through the trees. And as you walk, the sound gets louder. And you begin to hear the crackle of a fire. And you see through the trees a group of people building a bonfire, drumming, and swaying and dancing to the rhythm of the drum. And they call you over when they see you, ask you to join them, hand you a cup filled with the most delicious beverage, golden amber, sweet and tart and delightful. And as the fire builds and the drumming increases, you stand there and sway to the rhythm. You close your eyes, grateful for this day, for the sun above you and the earth beneath you, for those in your life who love you and for those who challenge you. And you bring your attention back to your breath. Gently now, you begin to breathe your way back into your body, into the moment, into the room in which you rest, bringing back the rhythm of the drum and the crackle of the fire and the feeling of celebration and joy. You breathe yourself back into your body, noticing again the sensation of clothing against your skin and the rise of your inhale and gentle downdrift of your exhale. Come all the way back to the moment, refreshed, renewed, and fully focused and alert. On the next breath, allow your eyes to open. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this Beltane meditation. Have a marvelous weekend, and I'll see you again soon, between the worlds. Bye now.